Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone. I'm back again with another video. So in this video, I'll teach you guys basically the best credit cards to apply for, whether it's a CPN or SSN. So here is a list of credit cards. These are some of them. So we'll avoid the business cards for now. So the one thing you should apply for is definitely the Discover Ed Cashback Discover. So if you do know the collections or anything, and you have a score with some open credit accounts, which are aka Tradelines, you can definitely get approved for it. But if you have no credit, you most likely have to put a $200 deposit, and once you pay it off in 6 months, they will give you an unsecured, and you can literally go from a $200 to a couple $1,000, and over time you can, get to $10K within a year. So it's really easy to get approved for CPN. So if you don't have anything in your profile, just add some credit builders, add some trade lines, open accounts, and once the score hits, you can just apply for the card. The first time, most likely you'll get approved for a couple thousand. But if you add a trade line, for example, with 50K or 100K limit, most likely you're going to get at least a 10 to 15K credit line using Discover. But Discover also offer other types of credit cards, so you guys can apply multiple cards to Discover. So the next one I want to talk about is the Bank of America card on the list. Bank of America, they got the travel rewards, the cash back. They have all types of credit cards. So Bank of America will approve you on a CPN, but the CPN has to have good score, no collections, low hard increase, and at least 3 credit builders or trade lines. So I recommend you have at least 3 to 5 accounts on your credit. You could, get approved for it too, but if you do have a bank with the CPN or your social, most likely you get approved even with the 600 score, but preferably you gotta have a 700 score. So Bank of America, almost the same thing on Discover, but Discover is a little more friendlier. Bank of America, you're gonna have to have a good amount of history, at least I would say a year of history, a year, 2 years to get approved. All right, so they also have the student credit card for Discover, and they do have the Citibank. So Citibank's easy CPN approval. They got the double cash card, and this one is the one with high limits. They also got the gas rewards. This one is actually low limits, so I recommend you go through the double cash. And then you have your Quicksilver card. This is actually the one with the lowest limit. I think the maximum you can get approved for is 5,000 on the high end. If you were starting out and you apply, you might just get like a $500 to $1,000 credit line, but it's pretty low. So I would recommend you stick to the venture cards or the other Capital One Platinum cards and stuff. Then you got your Blue Cash, easy approval. This is the lowest tier on the Amex list. Easy approval. This one, you can have 3 accounts on your credit, or even a mixture of 2 open accounts, 1 close, or do 2 opens and 2 close to get approved for this. But this is the lowest one. If you guys don't want to apply for it, just apply for the gold card or the platinum, you should be fine. Next is the Chase Business. But honestly, this one, you can just apply for the regular Sapphire card or the Freedom, but those aren't really CPN friendly in my opinion. Those are really just for socials, but the CPNs, you're gonna have to have high credit lines. So I recommend the best way is to add actual trade lines on there. Multiple trade lines, they're really hard to get approved with CPNs, but I could talk about it on the video, but I'm gonna let you guys know. Just stick with Discover, Bank of America, and Citibank. Chase a little harder. So the only way to do is just add trade lines, like high limit trade lines to get approved. So I'm gonna go over another list right here. So you got your US bank secured card with a CPN. This is if you're trying to build up your CPN or credit. And you have your secured MasterCard. I believe it's credit one. So they will instantly approve you if you're trying to build your credit, okay? And zero annual fees, this and that. So yeah, so you're trying to build a CPN, just apply for the US Bank and the secured MasterCard from Credit One. And then the second on the list is Bank of America. I'll avoid the top one. And then you have your PNC Bank. PNC Bank, really CPN friendly, high recommended. And then you have your Discover Student Card, the Capital One, Save a Silver One card, Avert card, and then your Tomo Credit, Double Cash. So this is the CPN friendly list. You guys can just write this down. If I mispronounce anything, you guys can just text me about it. But really, this is just to build up your credit, and they just approve you off the bat. If you have just a few things on your credit. So yeah, if you guys try to get the Gold Amex or the other high limit credit cards like Barclays, that you will need honestly about 10 Tradelines on your account, or substitute it with some on Tradelines, a paid off loan or something that's paid off with a high limit of 50K to 100K. That will replace the 10 open primary accounts, okay? So hopefully you find this video helpful, about the best credit cards to apply for with a CPN or just starting out. So these are definitely in the list of credit cards to apply for. And when you apply on a CPN, you can ship it to the CPN address you put. You have to get access to the address. Don't put it under your actual home. You can use your friend's house. You can use a vacant property, foreclose your home. Anything, anywhere you can get access for, you can do it. Virtual address, PO box, whatever. So yeah, that'll be it for the video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe. Check out my other videos if you haven't. I'll leave all the Tradeline sites below that sell CPNs too. Thanks for watching, man.